Hello everyone, this is Calvin Castine. We're at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's January 13th, Friday the 13th, 1995. And we are here for junior varsity action in the CVAC featuring the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars and their opponents, the Ticonderoga Sentinels. Starting the game for the Cougars, we see Hillary Tremblay, Christina Brown, Bonnie LeCount, Heather Boris, and Stacy Miller. Non-starters, we see Erica Brown, Lisa Marlowe, Erin Gadway, Heather Detzero, and Danielle Castine. Ty, last we'd heard, was unbeaten. I'm not sure if they lost their last game or not. I think that was Tremblay who just scored. But Ty was unbeaten in Division II competition. So I'm hoping for a good ball game. Cougars have had a couple of far too easy runs, including their last game against Mariah. Jim Gagno, the coach for the Cougars. The lineup for the Sentinels includes Andrea Baker, Denise Michener, Sarah Cossey, Sue Pocket, Heather Barber, Wendy Wheeler, Aidan Mullaney, Carrie Kalisko, Sarah McKeever, and Devon Quackenbush. Miller with the ball. Gives to Boris. Gives to Brown, and now LeCount for the shot up. That's short. And the ball is controlled by Pocket. Pocket outside to Cossey. Back to Wheeler, back to Cossey. Now Pocket looking for the 3 seconds, and blocked by LeCount. Taken back by Cossey. And a basket there by Sarah McKeever. And it's a 2-2 ball game. Ball comes to Brown, and it's the first real test for the Cougars since Carabano got called up to the varsity squad a couple of games ago following the Beekmantown contest. Brown puts it up. She's blocked. And now the Sentinels come out with it. This is Cossey. Miller gives to LeCount. Now Miller will bring it up the floor. Officials tonight, Steve Parker and Gary Butler. Two of the best. There's a basket by Miller. It's a 4-2 ball game. Steve says somebody in our viewing area is reporting back to him that LeCount wants that one back. Steve says somebody's been reporting back to him that I've been downgrading Steve on these broadcasts, but whoever you are, you better listen again, get your facts straight. Quackenbush shooting 2. Looking to tie it with 5:39 to go in the first quarter. It's 4-4. Tremblay gets it in to Miller. Zone press broken by the Cougars. Tremblay over LeCount under to Brown. And Brown with a hook shot. Down to 15 on the shot clock. And we have double dribble called. Ball is inbounded to Miller. Now to LeCount. Oh. Back to Boris. Boris, double dribble. Well, we have a Ticonderoga timeout with the score tied at 4-4. With 4:50 to go in the first quarter, Jim Gagno is going to put in his second team. They did all right in the Mariah game. In fact, they played about 3/4 of that game. So he's going to try them out here in the early going and see how they do. I'm sure he'll stick with this if they step up to the task here, but if they fall behind, obviously he's going to have to make some changes. Legal screen. McKeever called for the screen, and the Cougars have the ball now. Castine over to Brown, over in the corner to Desero. Now Brown to Castine. Castine's shot is up. Fair ball. Rebounded by Brown. She puts it up, and loose ball. It's controlled by the Sentinels. Travel. Aaron Gadway inbounds it to Brown. While I'm thinking of it, we certainly want to thank our latest viewer patrons. Earlier this afternoon, while we were at the bowling alley, the Cougar bowling team, along with the foul, traveling. That's all the travel, but I thought the whistle had blown before the travel. That must be Gary Butler has got a fast whistle because he's right on top of that one. Marlowe gives it to Gadway. So the Dumas family. There's a basket for the Cougars. Was that Desero? I think it was. I wasn't paying that close attention, unfortunately. 8-4 Cougars. Northeastern pressing. So the Dumas family, which includes the coach Rick Dumas of the bowling team. There's a basket by Pocket. Now the Sentinels will press. Gadway needs help, gives it to Marlowe. A long pass is going to be picked off, and over and back called. So our thanks to the Dumas family and the Northeastern Clinton bowling team for becoming our latest viewer patrons. January has been very good so far. Castine over to Gadway, out to Brown. Marlowe to Castine. Now Brown from 14 feet. And Pocket will bring it up for the Sentinels. Gives it back to Cossey. Cossey will bring it up. Cougars in a man-to-man. Brown tries for the steal. And the first string is set to come back in. And it's a tie ball game. As Pocket scores. 8-8 the score. Brown. Sentinels take it away. Sentinels have a chance to take the lead. They've got it. There's a basket by Wheeler. Marlowe breaks the press. Out of bounds, it'll be Cougar ball. 2:39 to go in the first period. The first team is rested and find himself down by 2. 3-second violation by Brown. Cossey off Tremblay. Blue ball. Baker with the inbound, gives it to Cossey. Long pass underneath for Pocket, and Pocket puts it in. It's a 12-8 lead for the Sentinels. Miller to Boris. Pocket with the ball. Shot is up and good. Sue Pocket makes it 14-8. Tremblay brings it down. Gives it to Brown. Brown is going to get it back to Tremblay. Oh, off the nose. Tremblay says that ball tasted kind of funny. Ball comes to Pocket. She drives on LeCount, and LeCount has the foul. LeCount wasn't able to ever get in a good position to get in front of Pocket on that one. And sometimes what you have to do. If you know where your player is going, is stop guarding them for a split second, run to that next spot and pick them up again if you know where they're heading. And they're not in danger of pulling up for a quick shot on you. Underneath for Brown. Brown with a hook shot. Boris quickly to Miller. Shot is up and off the count. 1:06 to go. 14-8 is the score. Baker brings it down. Gets it to Wheeler. Now Malini has it taken away. Somebody should have the easy layup. Too strong, much too hard. What happened there was didn't have her steps down to exactly where she wanted to be, and she ended up on her last step being a little further from the basket than she wanted to be, and that's why the strong shot. Castine reports in, replaces Christina Brown. Ball knocked loose by LeCount. Tremblay gives it to Miller, and she's fouled. Miller shooting 2. Pocket's going to take a rest, and Sarah McKeever replaces her. 38 seconds to go in the first quarter. Second shot is missed. Rebounded by LeCount and off blue. White ball. Tremblay to inbound. Gives it to LeCount. Boris quickly over to Miller. Miller penetrates. This is back off. Looking for Castine. Castine back to Miller. Now to Boris from 13. It's short. LeCount's there and she's fouled. Count, it's the first. 20 seconds to go. Oh, excuse me, that's not LeCount. Where is it? Let's see. Yep, that's LeCount. Too many ponytails out there. LeCount, second shot is good. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 14-10 the score. Travel. Cougars will get it back. With 14.5 seconds to go, they can make it a 2-point ball game. After having trailed by 6, ball comes to Castine, gives it back to Tremblay. Bodies are flying. LeCount is fouled, so LeCount will get the foul shots, a chance to move to within 2. Just 0.8 of a second to go in the quarter. LeCount misses the first. If Cougars go for the rebound, have to tip it, not try to catch it. But the Vikings the Sentinels get the rebound. LeCount misses them both from the foul line, and Ticonderoga leads the end of 1 by a 14-10 score. Ticonderoga has the ball as we start the second quarter. They're up by 4. Cougars take it away and finally control. Miller down hard. Was she tripped? Yep. 3-2 called. It's Devon Quackenbush called for a trip. Miller inbounded. In the game against Essex Junction, she had to sit out for a while. She was hitting ahead at one point in the game and was a little dizzy, so she had to sit out, but apparently there were no lasting effects. Boris gives it to Brown, and she's out of bounds. Blue ball. 5 seconds to get it in bounds. They get it in to Pocket. Pocket up for Cossey. Cossey with a pass underneath. Shot there by McKeever. Brown rebounds, gives it to Miller, and now Miller will try to bring it up. Miller Over to Erica Brown. Christina Brown puts it up. Rebounded by Pocket. Brown down hard. Sentinels control down to 8 on the shot clock. No 3 seconds. Long time in there for Pocket. Miller up to Bushy, up to Erica Brown. Rolls off the back of the rim. Christina Brown puts it up and she's fouled. Brown at the foul line. Heather Dessereau set to replace her as soon as time allows. Dessereau was the leading scorer in that game against Mariah. At least I believe she was the leading scorer. Brown hits. And Dessereau is in to replace her. 14-11 score. Cossey steps out of bounds and it'll be white ball. Miller will toss it in. They'll count. No count. Nice move. 1-point ball game as Bonnie LeCount scores for the Cougars. Boris with a nice try, almost had the steal. Quackenbush looking for a receiver. Gets it in for Pocket. That's the one you don't want to have the ball, and she's going to get a 3-point opportunity as the Cougars foul her. Sue Pocket. Shot is missed. Put back up. And in by Quackenbush. And it's a 6-point lead again for the Sentinels. It's 19-13. Hillary Tremblay back in for Northeastern. Erica Brown over to Tremblay. The count shot is blocked. Tremblay inbounds. Brown puts it up. And the Cougars can't control. Quackenbush to inbound for Ticonderoga. Blue ball again. Kicked out, the white ball. What? Oh, looked like it was off Pocket's knee. Tremblay to inbound. To Miller. Over to Brown. Back to Tremblay. Nice pass to Dessereau. She walked. 5:25 to go in the half. Stolen by LeCount. And Bonnie LeCount with a steal and a basket. And we have a foul on the inbound. Let's see who was on. Foul's on Erica Brown. Long pass for Cassie. Into Pocket. Stripped away. Here's Miller. Long pass that Tremblay has no chance of getting. If you're going to throw them like that, put some backspin on. And we have a blue timeout. 5:02 to go in the half. Cougars are trailing 19-15. Sentinels get the ball inbounded, but it's stolen again by Bonnie LeCount. Bonnie LeCount. Some good defense. It's about 3 she's picked off like that. Cassie will bring it up for the Sentinels. Pocket sets the pick. Ball comes out the pocket from McKeever. Rebounded by Wheeler. Blocked. And jump ball. Nope. Quackenbush puts it up. Now Tremblay with the ball. Pushes it up ahead for Erica Brown. Nice play, and we're tied 19-all. Ball comes in the pocket. See right there, LeCount has got to forget about guarding her at that point and just make it into a foot race and beat her down the floor, because she's not going to shoot when she's that far down the floor here. She's 25, 30 feet away. You're not gaining any ground on her trying to guard her. You forget about guarding her and just race ahead of her and let her catch up to you. Otherwise, you get caught behind the player and you end up having to foul in order to try to stop him. .349 to go. Lisa Marlowe wants to come in. And officials say wait till next time. Off top of the backboard, rebounded Tremblay up for Brown. Cougars can take the lead. Missed shot, but right there with the follow was Miller. Her shot is missed. Miller picks it up, gives it to LeCount. And LeCount is fouled. Foul is on McKeever. Wheeler, make that Wheeler. And another timeout. Let's see, looks like 3:34 to go. 19-19 the score here in the second quarter. Bonita LeCount has a chance to put her team in the lead. (21-19), Cougars lead. That's 8 unanswered points by Northeastern. They were down 19-13 at one point. Ball is rolled to LeCount. Now the Sentinels control. This is Cassie bringing it up. Ball comes to Quackenbush, back to Cassie. Knocked out by Miller, and Cassie's on the line, out of bounds. Pocket reports back in. And Mulaney sits. And now Baker is in to replace Quackenbush. Tremblay in the backcourt. Very calmly gets it to Miller. Over to Bonnie LeCount. LeCount puts it up. And Baker tips it to Pocket. Pocket will give it to Cassie. Ball comes to Baker. Now McKeever. And look out. Dessereau, looks like she got hit in the stomach on that one. Christina Brown back in will replace Dessereau, who's doubled over in pain over on that end. McKeever shooting off the rim. McKeever follows, puts it up. McKeever again, and Brown will be fouled, I believe, for the foul. McKeever. That is missed. Baker goes up and down. No. Yes, up and down called. That was Brown's third foul previously. Or was it? No, I guess it was her second foul. They had 3 up there, now they've changed it to 2. Tremblay. Cross court to Miller. Marlowe to Tremblay. 2:10 to go in the first half. The ball comes into Miller. Moves it around to Brown, and it's taken away. Cassie looking to tie it. too strong on the foul shot. Rebound comes to Miller. Brown. Miller. To Tremblay. Over to Miller. Miller puts it up. Off the back of the rim. Brown rebounds. Back out to Tremblay. And Hillary Tremblay buries it. And the Cougars up by 4. It's 23-19 now. Now Pocket brings it up. Cassie over to Wheeler. Wheeler puts it up off the rim. Rebounded Tremblay. LeCount. Up to Tremblay and off the back of the rim. Tremblay follows. Marlowe picks it up, gives it to Miller. LeCount will get it back to Miller. Back to LeCount. And Bonnie LeCount for the bucket. 25-19 the score. 5-second violation. And Erin Gadway in. She replaces Lisa Marlowe.
On the floor,
Tremblay to LeCount. To Miller. Stolen. There's Cassie. Count it. Pocket with the bucket. 25.4 seconds to go. Castine set to come back in. 3-point play is completed. It's 25-22. And Brown will rest for the last 20 some odd seconds. Miller has a stolen. A three-pointer would tie it at halftime here. Pocket controls. Castine steals it. She's too close to the out of bounds. You have to ditch it, and the Cougars control. But time runs out. So the Cougars hang on for a 3-point lead. And a battle of division leaders. Northeastern leads at halftime, 25-22. Travis Misek likes getting attention, so he was out visiting when the second half was about to start. And he held up the game. But no harm was done. As we're set to start the second half with the Cougars up 25-22. Lisa Marlowe almost called in to run the clock to start the second half. Miller gives to Boris, to Tremblay, back to Boris, and back to Miller. LeCount as it knocked into the corner.
Help.
LeCount to Miller. Miller with a long shot. That's good. Whoa. Looks like she threw that one and nothing but net. Cougars with a steal. Boris to Miller, back to Boris, and Pocket controls for the Sentinels. Off Boris will be blue ball. Devin Quackenbush will inbound it. Into McKeever. Ball comes to Wheeler. Now the Cougars will bring it back. Tremblay gives it to Boris. Brown. Now Miller. Boris to Brown. Boris for the bucket. 29-22, 7-point lead for the Cougars. Pocket brings it down, finds her way through, too strong. Rebound up and in by McKeever. This guy here is taping the ceiling. Must be part of the Mission Impossible group. 29-24, we have a foul on Erica Brown. Danielle Castine will come in, and Tremblay will move to the front court. Ball's knocked loose by Miller. Lois down hard. Left a little skin on the floor that time. That familiar sound of the flesh rubbing against the hardwood. Basket by Miller, and it's 31. Back to a 7-point lead for the Cougars, 31-24. 5 seconds to get it in. Taken by Tremblay. Had the shot. Tried to get it to LeCount. And this might be the 4th timeout here, I'm not sure. Could be the 4th timeout for the Sentinels. Castine. Guilty of a little visiting here. Time for the ball game to continue. Miller. To Brown to LeCount. Too strong. Quackenbush saves it, and we have a foul on Tremblay. 5:16 to go in the third. Quackenbush gets it in to Cossey. Cross court to Wheeler. Now Pocket puts it up and buries it. Sue Pocket, the heart and soul of this Ticonderoga team. Tremblay, long pass to Castine. She has it taken away. Nice steal there by McKeever. LeCount knocks it loose. Wheeler controls. Now Miller, I think that Boris has it. And Boris gives it to Tremblay. Marlowe and Desero set to come in for the Cougars. LeCount to Tremblay. Over to Miller. Miller puts up the long shot. It's good. AC Miller makes it 33-28. 4.5 minutes to go, third period. Miller with a steal. Up ahead for LeCount. Should have the easy uncontested layup. And she does. 35-28, back to a 7-point lead. 5 seconds to inbound it. And they turn it over. Here come Desero and Marlowe. They replace Castine and Tremblay. Cougars up by 7 again. With the ball. LeCount to Miller, to Desero in the paint. Desero throws it up and gets it in. A little English on that ball. And it'll roll its way in. Wheeler over to Baker. Baker from 15, and she hits. 31-28. To 26, that is. 31-26. Not 31, excuse me, 37. I'm blocked out on one angle here, and I can't quite see the score. 37-26, I think. LeCount up ahead. To Miller, to Boris, and Boris with a bucket. And it's 39, 3:13 to go in the third. Cougars are breaking it open. It's 39-28. Now we have a view of the clock. Cougars almost had a steal. Wheeler gets it to Baker. Underneath, there's a foul on Miller. And and McKeever will shoot. Gadway and Tremblay in. They replace Boris and Marlowe. 3-point play. So that's 39-31. Ball comes to Tremblay. To Gadway. To LeCount. Back to Gadway. Sentinels with a steal. Gadway knocks it loose. Tremblay will bring it back. Too strong. Rebound to LeCount. Blue ball. Wheeler brings it up the floor. Gives it up. LeCount with a rebound. Gives it to Tremblay. Tremblay long pass to Desero. Should have the uncontested layup, and she does. Ten-point lead for the Cougars, 41-31. And a foul will be on LeCount. Minute 51 to go. In the third quarter. Castine in. Replaces Christina Brown. Christina Brown must have just got back in there. Not sure what happened there. Long shot is good. Three-pointer by Kasi. Miller brings it up. To Tremblay. Tremblay to Desero. And the Sentinels have it. With a minute 22 to go. They can get to within 5. Shot is up. Off the rim. Well, looks like this fella got all the ceiling shots he needs, and he's what do we have here? Sentinel foul. Gadway up to Tremblay. And the Sentinels take it back, and Tremblay comes up with it. Tries to scoop it to Desero, and we have traveling called. And Tremblay to inbound it. The Gadway. Carrion, double dribble. 51.9 to go in the third.
Relax, Hillary. It'll come. It'll come.
Ball comes to Desero. And she's fouled. And there's still 51.9 on the clock. Another Desero shooting 2. .34 is our score. Desero's second shot. Tipped back and controlled by Desero. Miller over to Tremblay. Tremblay from 17 feet. 3-second violation. Negates the basket. Nice shot from Tremblay, but won't count. 5 seconds to get it in. Ball comes to Baker. Tremblay knocks it loose, and Castine will knock it out of bounds. If you can't control it, you want to make sure the other team doesn't get it, and that's what they did there. Miller looking for Gadway. It's travel, I guess. Cougars have it. Haven't got a good shot of the clock here. 24 seconds, a lot of time.
29 seconds, plenty of time.
Well, 29 seconds, I guess. Wrong again. Gadway. Off her chest. Tremblay tried to stay there and watch it go out of bounds, and the ball snuck up and bounced off her. Baker puts it up. Nice steal there by Tremblay. And we have a whistle. Nine-tenths of a second. 41-34, Cougars up by 7 at the end of 3. Blue ball to start the fourth quarter. Sentinels trailing the Cougars by 7. Baker has to ditch it. Miller with the ball, brings it up the floor. Pushes it over to Erica Brown and over to Heather Boris and now to Bonnie LeCount. Cossey with a steal and she's out of bounds. Ball comes to LeCount.
That's it.
Brown to Tremblay. Erica Brown gets it back. Miller puts it up and good. Back to a 9-point Cougar lead. Blue ball. Tremblay with a steal. Pushes it to Brown, back to Tremblay. Boris to Miller. Back to Boris, back to Tremblay. Tremblay from 17, it's off the rim. Brown keeps it alive. LeCount comes up with it in the basket. They give Erica Brown the assist on that one. And LeCount the bucket. Cougars up by 11, their biggest lead of the game, and they have the ball. Brown from the foul line. Miller with a steal. It's a jump ball called. Ticonderoga calls a timeout. I'm not sure if that's his last one. I'm not sure. Looks like it might be. Ball's quickly inbounded to Bonnie LeCount, and she makes short work of it as she hits for the Cougars. And they take a 13-point lead. Cassie penetrates. Taken away. Brown gives it to Tremblay. Long pass up ahead for Boris. Stolen by LeCount. Off the rim. Foul on Bonnie LeCount. Andrea Baker. Lisa Marlowe in. She replaces LeCount. Marlowe with a rebound. Put back up by Quackenbush. Now Erica Brown. 47-34 is the score. Miller gets it to Brown, back to Miller. Long pass up ahead for Tremblay. Should have the easy layup. Look out. Fouls on Paquette. Tremblay drops it in. White violation. Marlowe, I think it was, that moved. Not sure exactly what she did. Long pass is taken by McKeever. Quackenbush puts it up and good. Miller gives to Brown, back to Miller. Over to Brown. To Miller. Boris gets it to Marlowe. Gets it over to Tremblay. It's blocked. Rebound controlled by McKeever. She gives it to Pocket, and now Baker will bring it up. Pass to Quackenbush. Taken away by Brown. Brown gives it to Tremblay up ahead, looking for Boris. Back for Marlowe. And Boris' shot is blocked by Pocket. And Boris for the foul. With 4:59 to go, Jim Gagnon wants to call a timeout. With the team down by a dozen, Sarah McKeever steps to the line. It's 48-36. Rebounded by Pocket, puts it back up, too strong, and off white. Down to a 10-point deficit as Wendy Wheeler hits for the Sentinels. Ball comes to Boris. Sarah Cassie picks up her second foul. Only the 5th team foul according to the score clock. The Cougars try to force it in the middle. Tough to pass into the middle on his own unless you got a big target in there. Stolen by Brown, up ahead. For Boris, keeps it in bounds, gets the shot off. Rebounded by McKeever. Battle of division leaders, Ticonderoga and Northeastern Clinton. Brown, a long shot. Rebounded by LeCount. Marlowe gives to Miller. Wheeler looks to get it back, and it's taken by Marlowe. Brown over to LeCount. Brown to Miller. To LeCount with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock's going to go off. 1 second. On the jump ball goes to the Sentinels. That's really a break for the Cougars because they were going to lose it anyway. Quackenbush with a long pass that Christina Brown picks off. Christina Brown and Hillary Tremblay just back in. Tremblay to LeCount. To Miller. Miller puts it to the floor. Looks to get it to Christina Brown. Quickly over to Boris. Now Tremblay back to Boris. Miller from 16 feet. It's short. LeCount rebounds and she's fouled. Tremblay into Brown. Brown outside for Boris. Quickly over to Miller. Over to LeCount. And Bonnie LeCount makes it 50 to 38. Double dribble called. Miller. Break for the Cougars. LeCount saved it, and Pocket tipped it out. Tremblay with the ball. Miller too strong. And Hillary Tremblay with a bucket. 52 for the Cougars. 2:20 left in the ball game. Miller puts it up. LeCount is fouled. Castine in for Heather Boris. Bonnie LeCount at the line. 52-38, 2:15 to go. 53-38. Biggest lead of the game thus far for Northeastern. And the second one's good, a 16-point lead for Northeastern. Cougars do what they didn't really want to do. They stopped the clock. And Cassie will have a foul shot. 1-1. Rebounded by LeCount. On the jump ball, it goes to the Cougars. Tremblay needs some help. A long pass intended for Miller is picked off, and we have another jump ball. It'll go to the Sentinels. 2:01 remaining. Pocket puts it up. LeCount rebound. And has it knocked out by Baker. It'll be white ball. Brown will inbound it. Ball comes to Miller. Miller looking to get it to Castine. And jump ball, the Cougars' turn. 1:54 remaining. Ball comes to LeCount. Cougars could have taken some time off the clock that time. Over and back. Minute 44 to go. Ticonderoga has the ball. Miller with a steal and gets it to Castine. Shouldn't have put it to the floor. Should have gone right to the pass. Brown puts it up too strong. Cossey with the basket. Miller with the ball. She's fouled. Dessaro's in. He replaces Brown. 54-40 is the score. A minute and 21 to go. Stacy Miller with a 1-1. Rebounded by McKeever. To Pocket. Sentinels still with an outside chance. They'll need a pile of luck to pull this one out. A long shot by Cossey, rebounded by Pocket. Back to Cossey. Too strong. McKeever puts it up. Now Castine pulls it down. Pushes it ahead for Dessero. Dessero with a layup. Says, I've been doing that all day. Nothing to it. Oh, give Castine the rebound and the assist. And Heather Dessero with another layup. Foul shot, however, is a little bit short. 56-40. With 50 seconds to go, Cougars should have this game wrapped up. Off Cossey, it'll be white ball. Tremblay to inbound it. It's at the Dessero. Back to Tremblay. Tremblay takes the layup off the rim. Quackenbush. Goes to Cassie. Cassie brings it up. Underneath from McKeever. And another foul on LeCount. LeCount, very nice game. Comes out in place of, in lieu of Aaron Gadway. 56-40 is the score. Sarah McKeever at charity stripe for the Sentinels. And we have Lisa Marlowe in for Stacy Miller. And Heather Boris is going to come in for Hillary Tremblay. Pocket puts it up. Pocket again. Marlowe gets it to Castine. Castine just throws it in a friendly direction, but didn't really know where she was tossing at that time. 11.7 to go. Pass is deep. Long three-pointer by Cassie. Now Quackenbush puts it up. There's the horn. In a battle of division leaders, I believe a battle of unbeaten, the Cougars remain undefeated in the CVAC season with a 56-40 victory, and that's the way it was on this Friday the 13th, January 13th, 1995 at Northeastern Clinton Central School in beautiful downtown Champlain.